Well, I think it's time to get real with you guys about my situation. I've been unemployed for about over 12 months now. There have been ups and downs, and thank God it has been mostly ups. So, to really understand where I'm coming from, I need to go back to the very beginning. I was an associate director of account management at an ad agency making around $150,000 a year. Pretty sweet gig. I was at this job for a little over 4 years, and before that, I was a business development manager at an online travel agency for 4 years. And before that, I worked in film and television as a producer, camera operator, and editor. I wanted to share my story with you in the hope that it might help others understand what's happening in the job market right now. I was laid off just before the massive tech firings that started in April 2023. It was a Thursday morning. I was scheduled for a national meeting that just had popped up that week, which was strange because usually national meetings with teams across from the US and Canada would be planned a month in advance. And I was completely caught off surprise because my client's business was performing really well and the travel industry seemed immune to the economic downturn. Unfortunately, the president of the company told us that the economic climate indicated that the overall business was not doing too well, with budgets being cut in the next few quarters, and we'll continue to see challenges, and certain cuts had to be made at the company. To be honest, I felt relieved when I was laid off. I had a gut feeling a few months before that something like this might happen. So I started saving as much of my paychecks as possible, almost about up to 60%. It wasn't easy, but working from home helped because I didn't spend money on transportation or lunches in the office. I saved a lot by eating at home. You just don't realize how much of your everyday expenses come from food, mostly eating out, transportation, and shelter. Well, it hasn't been easy. Now it's mid 2024, and to be honest, I didn't really start applying for jobs until after July 2023 because I had all these trips planned with my family. I traveled to Spain, I went on a 7 day cruise with friends, and attended my best friend's wedding in Bali, where I served as the best man. So, of course, I couldn't miss that. So, what happened next? My family and I decided to move out of New York City and start fresh in Florida. I'm currently looking for a career that is either remote or local in my area. I understand that the salary won't be equivalent to what I was making, and that's all right. I realize that time spent with family is worth more than a high salary. I also know that I refuse to trade my time for money anymore. In order for that to happen, I'm looking to expand my real estate portfolio and developing a YouTube channel to help those navigating being unemployed. I'll be sharing knowledge and advice on how to create a strong financial foundation so that if anything happens, like a major life event like a layoff, it's mitigated as much as possible. Now, it's been almost a year without a steady income. Now, with 10 years in advertising and business development under my belt, my resume is pretty stacked. And despite sending out hundreds of applications and reaching out to numerous colleagues in my network, I had only 4 interviews and haven't received any offers. Well, that's my story so far. There's definitely more to come. I appreciate you watching. Remember to hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for some amazing content. Until next time, keep it up, keep it moving, and it can't rain all the time. Appreciate you.